Level 1. The Bat Boy. You're 19 years old. It's 1922. You're standing on a Chicago street corner in Little Italy holding a baseball bat. Not for baseball, for breaking legs. You work for Johnny Torrio, the Chicago outfit. You're not made yet, not Italian enough. Your mother's Irish. That's a problem in this business. But you're big, 6'2", 220 pounds, good with your fists. Better with a bat. That's enough to get you hired as muscle, street enforcer, the lowest rank. Your job is simple. Collect debts, protect shipments, hurt people who don't pay. You make $20 a week. Cash. That's more than your father makes working the docks. Your first collection as a speakeasy owner on South Halsted. Owes the outfit $300 for last month's whiskey delivery. You walk in with two other guys, Gino and Sal. Both made men, soldiers. They're there to supervise. Make sure you don't fuck up. The speakeasy owner, a fat guy named Murphy, says he doesn't have the money. Says business is slow. Gino nods at you. Your move. You walk behind the bar. Murphy is backing up, hands raised, talking fast, promising he'll pay next week. You don't say anything. You just swing. The bat catches him in the ribs. He goes down. You hit him twice more. Legs. You hear bones crack. He's screaming, crying, saying he'll get the money. You stop. Step back. Gino says 3 days. Murphy better have it. You walk out. Murphy pays 2 days later. Your first successful collection. Torrio hears about it. Says you're reliable. That's good. Reliable guys move up. Unreliable guys disappear. The next job is different. Protecting a whiskey shipment coming in from Canada, across Lake Michigan. The Purple Gang in Detroit sends it. Your outfit distributes it. The shipment is worth $50,000. That's a lot of money in 1922. Other gangs want it. Irish North Side Gang. Bugs Moran's crew. They've been hijacking loads. Your job is to ride shotgun. Literal shotgun. 12 gauge. You're in the back of a truck with 4 barrels of Canadian whiskey and 2 other guys. It's 2 a.m. January. Freezing. The truck is moving through the south side, heading to a warehouse on Archer Avenue. Everything is quiet, then gunfire. The truck's windshield shatters. The driver slumps. Dead. The truck swerves, hits a lamppost, stops. You're thrown forward. Your shotgun goes flying. The back doors burst open. 3 guys. Irish. You recognize one. Jaime Weiss, Moran's lieutenant. They're here for the whiskey. You don't have your gun, but you've got your bat. You swing at the first guy, connect with his skull. He drops. The second guy shoots. The bullet hits you in the shoulder, burns like hell. You ignore it. You grab his gun hand, break his wrist, take his gun, shoot him. The third guy is running. You let him go. You're bleeding. Your shoulder is fucked, but the whiskey is safe. The other 2 guys in the truck are dead. You drive the truck yourself, one-handed, to the warehouse. Deliver the shipment. Torrio hears about it. Says you're a fighter. Says you saved 50 grand worth of product. He gives you a bonus, $100, and a promotion. You're a driver now. That's 1 step up from muscle. You're moving up. Level 2, running whiskey. You're 22 years old, 3 years in the outfit. You've collected debts, protected shipments, killed 4 men, shot, stabbed, beat to death, won with your bare hands. You're good at violence. But the promotion isn't about violence. It's about trust. Drivers know routes, know schedules, know where the whiskey comes from and where it goes. You're trusted now. Your job is running the trucks, Canada to Chicago, Chicago to speakeasies, 20 trips a month. Each trip is worth thousands. You make $50 a week now, plus bonuses. You've got money saved, nice apartment, new suits, a girl. Life is good, except for the constant threat of death. The North Side Gang is at war with Torrio's outfit. They want your territory, your customers, your money. Jaime Weiss, Bugs Moran, Dion O'Banion. They're hitting your trucks, your warehouses, your guys. November 1924, you're making a delivery to a speakeasy in the Loop. Downtown Chicago, rich neighborhood, lots of cops on the take. Should be safe. You park the truck behind the speakeasy. You're unloading barrels when a car pulls up, black Cadillac. You recognize it, North Side Gang. You reach for your gun, too slow. They open fire. Tommy guns, 20 rounds a second. The barrels explode. You're hit 3 times. Chest, leg, arm. You go down. They drive off. You're lying in a puddle of whiskey and blood. You think you're dead. A speakeasy bouncer drags you inside. Calls a doctor. Outfit doctor. No hospitals. Hospitals mean cops. Cops mean questions. You recover. 3 months. Torrio visits you once. Says you're lucky. Says the North Side is getting bold. Says something's going to be done about it. 1 week later, Dion O'Banion is dead. Shot 12 times in his flower shop. Torrio ordered it. The war escalates. January 1925. They try to kill Torrio, shoot him 5 times outside his apartment. He survives, barely, but he's done. He retires. hands control of the outfit to his lieutenant, a guy you've worked with before, Alphonse Capone, Al Capone, Scarface. He's 26 years old, smarter, meaner, more ambitious. He takes over and everything changes. Capone doesn't play defense. He goes on offense. He wants the entire city, not just the south side, everything. He starts hitting north side operations, warehouses, breweries, speakeasies. The body count climbs. 1925 and 1926 are the bloodiest years. 133 gangsters killed. You're in the middle of it, driving trucks through war zones, dodging bullets, watching guys you know get gunned down in the street, but you survive. Capone notices, says you're smart, says you're loyal, says there's a promotion coming. Soldier, made man, but there's a catch. You have to do something first. Kill someone, specifically, someone important. Level 3, Omerta. You're 25 years old. February 14th, 1929. St. Valentine's Day. You're standing in a garage on North Clark Street. You're wearing a police uniform. You're not a cop. You're a killer. There are 6 other guys with you, all dressed as cops, all working for Capone. The target is in this garage. 7 members of Bugs Moran's North Side gang. Capone wants them dead. This is your initiation, your maid ceremony. Kill for the family. Prove your loyalty. The plan is simple. You walk in, line them up against the wall, tell them it's a raid, then you execute them. No witnesses, no survivors. You walk into the garage, 7 guys inside. They see the uniforms. They think you're real cops. They don't resist. They line up against the wall, hands up, complaining but compliant. You pull out your Thompson submachine gun, the Tommy gun, 70 rounds. You and the other 6 shooters open fire. The noise is deafening. 70 rounds in 10 seconds. The 7 men drop, blood everywhere. 1 is still moving. You walk over, put 2 more in his head. You walk out. You're 25 years old, and you just participated in the most famous mob hit in American history, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. It makes national news, public outcry. Capone denies involvement, says he was in Florida, but everyone knows. Everyone knows it was him. It doesn't matter. He's untouchable, or so he thinks. You're made now, a soldier, official member of the Chicago outfit. You take the oath, Omerta, the code of silence. It's a Sicilian word. It means you never cooperate with authorities, never testify, never talk to cops, never betray the family. You see something, you say nothing. Someone asks you questions, you know nothing. Break Omerta and you die. Your family dies. Everyone you love dies. That's the code. That's the law. You swear loyalty to the family. Secrecy above all else. Blood in, blood out. Simple as that. Your salary is now $100 a week, plus a cut of whatever operations you run. You're assigned to a crew, 10 guys, under a capo, a captain. Your capo is Jack McGurn, Machine Gun Jack. He ran the Valentine's Day hit. He's Capone's enforcer. Your crew runs protection rackets. Speakeasies pay you to not get robbed. Breweries pay you to keep operating. Everyone pays. You're making real money now, $500 a week, sometimes more. You buy a house, a car. You've got a wife. She doesn't ask where the money comes from. She knows. Everyone knows. But nobody talks about it. That's the code. 1931, Capone gets arrested. Not for murder, not for bootlegging, for tax evasion. The feds couldn't prove the murders, couldn't prove the alcohol, but they could prove he didn't pay taxes on his illegal income. He's sentenced to 11 years, federal prison, first Atlanta, then Alcatraz. The outfit doesn't collapse, it adapts. New boss, Frank Nitti, the enforcer. But everyone knows Paul Ricca is really in charge. You keep working, keep collecting. But it's different now. Prohibition ends in 1933. Alcohol is legal again. The outfit pivots. Gambling, prostitution, labor racketeering. The money is still good, but the glory days are over. You're 29 years old, 7 years in the outfit. You've made more money than your father made in his entire life. But you've also got target on your back. Federal attention, rival gangs, cops who aren't on the take. You're a soldier in a war that never ends. And soldiers die, eventually. Level 4, the capo. You're 34 years old, 1936. You're a captain now, capo. You run your own crew, 15 guys, soldiers and associates. You control the South Side gambling rackets, dice games, card games, horse betting, sports betting, illegal but profitable. The outfit makes millions a year on gambling. You get a cut, 10% of your crew's take. That's $2,000 a week. You've got a big house in Cicero, Al Capone's old neighborhood. You've got cars, jewelry. You look like a millionaire. You are a millionaire, but you're also a target. The feds are investigating. The IRS, the FBI. They took down Capone. They want the rest of the outfit. Frank Nitti is the boss now, but he's weak, paranoid. The pressure's getting to him. 1943. Nitti gets indicted for extortion. Hollywood movie studios. Nitti is facing prison. Real prison. Alcatraz. He can't handle it. He's claustrophobic. Did time before. It broke him. March 19th, 1943. Nitti shoots himself. Kills himself in a rail yard. Blows his brains out rather than go back to prison. The outfit moves on. New boss. Paul Ricca. Officially. But Tony Accardo is really running things. You're a capo for 12 years. 1936 to 1948. You're making $50,000 a year. In the 1940s, that's a fortune. You've got businesses, restaurants, laundromats, vending machines. You're laundering money, making it look legal. You're also killing people when necessary. Guys who steal, guys who talk, guys who disrespect the family. You've personally killed 6 people as a capo. Ordered the deaths of 20 more. It's business, nothing personal. 1948, you get called to a meeting. Tony Accardo wants to see you. The boss. You don't know why. Could be a promotion, could be a bullet. You go to a restaurant in Little Italy. Private room in the back. Accardo is there, plus 2 other capos. They tell you to sit. Accardo says you've done good work. Says the family needs leaders. Says there's an opening. Underboss, second in command. You're shocked. You didn't expect this. You say yes. Of course you say yes. You're the underboss now. You answer only to Accardo. You're 46 years old. You started as muscle on a street corner. Now you're running a criminal empire. How much longer can this last? Level 5, The Last Dawn. You're 53 years old. 1955. Accardo calls you in. Same restaurant, same room. Relaxed. Almost happy. Says he's done. Not scared, not arrested. Just finished. He slides everything across the table like he's passing the check. No speech, no ceremony, just a handshake. You are now capo di tutti capi, boss of the Chicago outfit. You own half the city, and the other half is scared of you. You own the city, and nobody outside a very small circle knows your name. That's exactly how you want it. March 15th, 1960. You killed your nephew 3 hours ago. He was the FBI rat, wore a wire for 2 years. Tomorrow they raid your house. Life in prison waiting. You're not going to prison. You call a meeting, midnight, your restaurant, private room. You arrived early. Brought a Thompson submachine gun. Same model from Valentine's Day 1929. You tape it under the table. 70 rounds. Your underboss brings everyone. 10 men total. Your inner circle. They sit, you stand, start talking about the old days. Prohibition, Capone, the Valentine's Day massacre, about omerta, loyalty, the code. You see them shifting. They know you know. Your nephew told you everything before dying. They're all wearing wires. All of them. FBI flipped your entire crew. They've been testifying in secret for months. Rats, every single one. You reach under the table, they tense. You pull the Thompson, open fire. The room explodes. 10 seconds of continuous fire. Your underboss goes down first, the consigliere next. 3 capos, the soldiers, bodies dropping. The gun clicks empty. Smoke everywhere. But 3 are still alive. Your consigliere, bleeding, shoots you in the arm. Your second capo shoots your shoulder. Third capo hits your leg. You go down, on one knee. You drop the Thompson. Pull your revolver. Shoot the consigliere. Head. The second capo is crawling. You shoot him twice. Stops moving. The third capo aims at you. You both fire. His bullet hits your chest. Yours hits his throat. You both drop. You're on the floor. 4 bullets in you. Bleeding out. You crawl to your chair. Pull yourself up. Sit at the head of the table. Where the boss sits. 11 bodies around you. You included. You're dying. You know it. 3 minutes. Maybe less. Sirens outside. FBI coming. They heard everything through the wires. You check your revolver. 1 bullet left. You're not giving them the satisfaction. Not dying in cuffs. You put the gun to your temple. Think about 34 years. Started with a baseball bat. Ending with a bullet. The FBI smashes through the door. You pull the trigger. They find you slumped in your chair, surrounded by corpses. The Thompson on the floor, still smoking. The last meeting. The last massacre. The last dawn. You killed every rat in your family, kept omerta to the end. They wanted you in prison, testifying, breaking. You denied them that. You died in your chair, gun in hand, surrounded by traitors you executed. That's the only way this ends. Blood in, blood out.